live in a community where that is legit how it goes, and you see a brown woman or grandpa of color walking down the street, you're like, oh my God, there's another one of us. And we have those kind of conversations every day in our house because I also have biracial kids. And so these are things that, especially if we are raising mixed race kids as parents, we have to be responsible and have these honest conversations because I was reading an article the other day, like our kids that are and when I say biracial, particularly kids that are mixed with white, because that is the dominant privileged race. When you have two different minority races, it's a bit of a different situation in those homes. But for those of us that are a minority and then we're someone white, the article was saying a lot of our kids really connect and look and watch what the minority parent is going through when they go to the grocery store or the mall, because a kid is trying to juggle both identities and they can see, okay, mom in this house, it's mom. Mom is getting a bit of a different response than our dad would. And I was like, yeah, we think that we're sheltering our kids, hiding, whatever, but they feel it more than anything because they're living in those worlds, trying to, mix them.
And so we've been together over 20 years. And so we've been constantly navigating different aspects of our culture. And I think like we now have our own kind of family culture, but certainly our kids they're exposed to so much talk about different perspectives, but also like I think it imbues them with a great deal of empathy because they see different treatment happening depending even which parent they're walking through the mall with. And so I think that they've become really perceptive as to how to navigate that, and certainly I'm sure they've internalized that to a different degree, but I do think that gives them the ability to empathize with a wide variety of people.
But it is a different level for kids that are growing up in, a home with different races and are biracial, and the fact that you have your kids surrounded around different cultures and all that. And then it's like, okay, there's so many intersectionalities because on one hand, we're teaching them about their white side, their brown side, where the clashes are, where there aren't, what, like you said, our own family culture. But then you have this whole diaspora of your own community as well of, like I born and raised, daughter of immigrants. If you're born here, if you're this kind of, so that whole civic sense, model minority, all of that sort of stuff, your head's just blowing up every day because you're battling stuff with your own community and then also with white privilege as well.